Was a serial kidnapping case that shocked the whole India. 10 corrupt officials disappeared at the same time overnight. The next day, a corrupt official's body was hanging over the police station. A pile of documents was hanging on his chest. On it were recorded the crimes committed by the 10 officials. There was also a CD. It was recorded by a man who called himself Jabbar. He said he was neither a politician nor a terrorist, but he's a judge of corruption. Every Friday, he will kill a corrupt official until the corruption is gone. With all the media hype, the mysterious Jabbar quickly became the subject of much discussion. The police saw him as the most wanted man. The people saw him as a hero who was fighting evil and doing good. That's right, Jabbar is none other than Mike. Soon after, the police received another CD recorded by Jabbar. He said, on September 2nd, an official of the Ministry of Public Affairs will disappear from this world. Once the news came out, the corrupt officials were scared out of their wits. Dare not take bribes again. In order to stay alive, they even went to the police to seek refuge by blowing themselves up. Some officials even returned the stolen money in public just to let Jabbar let himself go. However, despite the vigilance of the officials, on the 2nd day of September, one official was hanged. He had embezzled $1.8 billion, resulting in the death of 88 civilians. As more and more corrupt officials were hanged, an air of terror gripped the city. But who was this Jabbar? The police had no clue, but soon, an attentive policeman found a clue. Most of the young and honest officials in the system graduated from domestic universities. Jabbar is likely to get the corruption list from them. So, the police chief then went to the school to investigate, but the students blocked the door. The sheriff simply arrested all these students, but when the police tried to extract a confession from them, but no one betrayed Jabbar. The sheriff did not understand. How can a murderer have so many followers? On the other hand, as the officers feared Jabbar's revenge, they were afraid to accept bribes anymore. This led to the collapse of Rich John's real estate business. In his anger, he directly kidnapped 10 clean officials and kicked the most honest officials off the building. This scene frightened everyone present. In order to stay alive, the other officials were forced to take bribes. When the news came to him, Jabbar was furious. In order to prevent more honest officials from being killed, he made John the next target of the hunt. The date was set on John's birthday, and the police also guessed Jabbar's next move. So he ambushed John at his birthday party with the intention of capturing him in one fell swoop. At the party, John wanted to show his supremacy. He made everyone wear his head mask, and that gave Jabbar the opportunity. He blends into the crowd. He sneaks up on John unnoticed, right under the nose of the police. He kidnapped John. Jabbar was going to take his old grudge with his new one. John tried to fight back, but he was no match for Jabbar. Jabbar lifted John over his head and dropped him alive. After he got his revenge, Jabbar came to the police station and turned himself in. He said that he had planned everything himself. He told the police to let the students out of jail. Soon after, news of Jabbar's arrest spread. Millions of people took to the streets to protest. They wanted the government to let Jabbar go. His prison van was surrounded by people. The situation was about to get out of hand. The police had to ask Jabbar to persuade him to come out. So Jabbar stepped on the sheriff's hand and climbed on top of the car. Tell everyone to be quiet. Looking at this group of young men in the heat of the moment, Jabbar knew that they were the future of India. So he decided to teach them one last lesson before he died. The end of the story. Jabbar dies with open arms. His life was a testament to his beliefs. His presence ignites a spark that can start a fire. The people understand. Jabbar is not alone. The man who fights against injustice is Jabbar. Jabbar is also the one who beats up the corrupt people. When one Jabbar fell, thousands of other Jabbars will stand up until justice comes.